When most people hear the word autistic, they become afraid of what to do or say. When I hear the word autistic, I think of a normal person, maybe even a friend. When most people see a person, they classify them, but having autism is not a classification. People with autism are normal people, their family and their friends. A person with autism is just another great friendship to me. However, when a child has autism, you have to understand the disorder. It has causes or triggers, symptoms, but it also has useful facts to know that can improve their quality of life. Today, I'm going to help you all understand some of the symptoms, triggers, and common life improvement facts that should be understood to help friendships with these children grow. Here on the computer screen are 3 photos just showing how people can interact with children with autism on a daily basis. The autism spectrum ranges from severe to mild to high functioning, each with designated symptoms. Autism is a developmental disability that causes substantial impairments in social interaction, communication, and the presence of unusual behaviors and interests. These 3 main areas for all people that are diagnosed can narrow the ranges that they all have. In infants and children, signs of autism can be noticed as early as 18 months, according to the Autism Science Foundation. Autism can be diagnosed through many symptoms, but knowing some of the more common ones can help the relationships with the children with autism grow as far as possible. Communication delays involving expressive and repetitive or receptive language are often noticed, but also differ with each child that's been diagnosed. Along with communication delays, there are noticeable repetitive behaviors that go along with the need for change to be very minimal, according to Dr. Ricky Robinson. Finally, the social interaction from the child will seem delayed, which can be due to the delay in the development of a joint attention that most people will learn when they're only infants. As those are the 3 most common symptoms of autism, they all are caused by something which I will now discuss. The exact trigger of autism is still unknown, but there are other factors that can cause it to worsen. Genetic vulnerability and other environmental factors can play a role in how the child becomes diagnosed with autism. It is more common in children if there was a known medical condition for the mother while she was pregnant, if there was any ingestion of a harmful substance, according to the Autism Society. Also, genetically speaking, there may be a pattern in family history of autism being more prevalent than any other family in the world. This can support the theory that autism has a genetic base, even though no scientist or researcher has yet to find that gene that is specific to the cause of autism. Environmental factors can be triggers for children's autism as well. Research is showing that those with autism can be vulnerable to more heavy metal toxins such as mercury. The Autism Society says that the toxins are even more dangerous to them because the ability to detoxify or metabolize is no longer properly functioning with them, as it is with the person without autism. As important as knowing the causes and symptoms are to building a relationship with these children, it is also important to know how to better understand them emotionally as well. I will now discuss different things to understand when you're with a child with autism. When a person is autistic, there are always tips and facts to know that can help the relationship grow as far as possible. Expect unpredictability whenever you're with a child with autism. It's thought to be an incurable disorder, when really any child can overcompensate and fulfill their dynamic lives even when they're diagnosed to be anywhere on the spectrum. They will always be a child or person, but should not be classified to just being an autistic, which is where unpredictability is their virtue, according to Dr. Nottbaum. Patients with children with autism will always help the relationship grow stronger, since the disorder does affect parts of how their brain processes. Sensory perceptions are disordered, so certain sights, sounds, and smells, and more can be painful to them, since they have a hyperacute and highly sensitive smell. Children with autism are concrete or very literal thinkers and are normally visually oriented, according to Dr. Nottbaum. Therefore, patients will get you the furthest when having any sort of relationship with the children that are diagnosed or any other adult, because they're learning just like normal, but sometimes at a bit of a slower developmental pace than most people. This general information to know, for a child with autism to strive in any sort of relationship, is needed so they can fulfill the dynamic lives that I discussed earlier to the best of their ability. In conclusion, children with autism are just like any other person. The only difference is the fact that their disorder has developmental and social impacts to their lives. Therefore, not only to better understand them and the autism to its fullest capacity, I wanted to inform as much as possible so that more relationships can grow with these children. The fact that these children have autism should not be an aspect of them. It should not be a definition. It's just another normal person that you can hang out with on a daily basis. Thank you.